Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
It's so nice to see you all today. Hello. Super glad to have you here. I'm glad that all of you are here. I'm like crazy excited today because I got my second shot. So I feel like my immune system is boosted. I'm excited about that. And I'm very happy to see all of you. So Carro is first and in the chat today. She is hanging out, and of course everybody else is here. I think Savvy had said she's not going to be able to make it, and I don't know what happened to Doll. As of this morning, she's
probably asleep.
She messaged me. So let's see.
Oh, okay.
Yes, laptop is updating. She will jump in a bit. Okay, so let's say hello to our fabulous and illustrious panel today. Let's start with you, Story Detective. Tell us a little about you.
Well, that's my channel, The Story Detective, and we take everything that's story-oriented, break it down, put it under a Sherlockian microscope, and give it to the viewers so that it can hopefully help your craft journey become a little bit easier. I also do tech reviews, and there's some other stuff coming up on the channel once it gets up and running that I'm working on, and we'll deal with that in due course.
That's exciting. I'm very glad that there's stuff that's happening with your channel. Very nice, very nice. Sakatumi is here. Tell us a little about you and your channel, please.
Howdy, Howlers. I'm Sakatumi, also known as Cassboy. I write horror, and I'm a witch. In fact, I'm doing some spell work right the fuck now. And I'm also a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So, yeah, I'm working on spell work today because I have a thing that's happening at noon. So I want to get all of this done before noon.
Cool. All right. That's fantastic. Hello, Michelle. How are you today? Hey.
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. So tell everybody who does not yet know about your awesome channel and you.
All right. I'm Michelle Schusterman. I'm a young adult and middle grade author. My writing channel is Writing Workshops, Traditional Publishing Chat, and Vlogs, and I am getting my second vaccine tomorrow.
Yay!
Awesome.
Yay!
I'm getting mine Thursday.
Yay! Oh, I'm so glad.
I got my first a week ago.
Oh,
yay! Oh, that's
good. But you know, in 1 week, you're like 80%. Like your immunity is at like 80%. So that like the first one is really the ticket. The second one obviously is very important. But yay! I'm so glad that everybody's on the path. I hope I know we've got lots of people from all around the world, and that not everybody is getting access to the vaccine yet. So I hope everybody gets it soon. All right, let's see. Oh, hi everybody. I'm Lisa Daly. Welcome to my channel. I'm a traditionally published author, and we talk about how to get a book published and write one you're proud of and all that other stuff in the opposite order. So I'm kind of a spaz because I literally like ran from the pharmacy over here and had like my hair was all crazy, no makeup on. So I was like, all right, let's say hello to our commenters, including commenter number 1. Hello, Carro. We're super glad you made it. So Carol's not joining us on screen today. As you guys know, she made a big cross-country move, but we're super glad that you're here with us. So,
indeed.
Thank you. All right, Joanne Ninja Hen is here. Hello. Super glad to see you. Claude is back. Very nice to see you. Very, very nice. Laurel's here. Hello. Sako has not heard from me yet. Yeah. And look at you predicted that I did have my second shot. You are exactly right. Oh my gosh. Michael CB Chen is here. I don't know if you guys know this, but Michael has just started doing his own live stream, so you should definitely check it out. I missed it. I did not get the notification, even though I am subscribed. But I did go back and watch the replay, and it was pretty fun. So, all right, good. He had a good group there. BC Brown.
Hey, BC.
Hello. We're super glad to see you today. Spence is here. You guys are all chatty. All right, very, very nice. There's me. Carol says, hey. Michael saying congrats. And Sakatumi just showing the world how modern and convenient the craft is. Be a witch in your spare time. That feels like
a lot of energy.
Yeah.
It's a
All
lot
right.
better.
That's good. We better get this. Okay. So BC said she got her first the other day. It wiped me out, but I can't wait for the second dose to be safer and help others. I had the same experience. I don't know. I know a lot of you guys know that I have a treadmill desk, and right. So I'm like on there like a couple hours a day. Like I'm just walking. I'm not like jogging or anything.
Okay.
But I'm just walking while I'm writing or checking social media or doing whatever. And I do that with like every day without much thought to it. And a couple days after I had my first vaccine, I was like, after like 20 minutes, I was like exhausted. I'm like, what's going on? You think I've been writing for like walking for like 17 hours. I was like, what is wrong with me? I need to go get in my big comfy chair.
I'm usually pretty sensitive to these things too. And the day after, I felt kind of achy and feverish, like I was kind of coming down with a cold or something. The following day, it was better. But like you said, for several days after that, I'm feeling like I'm just tired and kind of out of it.
Yeah.
Much like getting over a cold, that you exert yourself and it's like, wow, I'm feeling tired already.
Yep.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what it was. I didn't have much otherwise, but I'm glad that you did okay with that, even though you're kind of wiped out. It's better than the alternative for sure. Hello, Tendo Queen. We're super glad to see you today. StreamYard just jumped. Sorry about that. Joanne says, you Americans really caught up. Did you guys
Some of us
get
are trying.
I know, right? Good gracious. We're always I'm not even going to say anything. We're always catching up. Carol is throwing out the last of the moving boxes. So today will be the official We Are Moved In day. Yay!
That's awesome.
That's insane. Oh my
Good
God.
feeling.
Yes, right. That is really fantastic. Michael says, thanks for the plug. You're welcome. Happy to look who's here. Savvy's here. Hi, Daily Detective, Bat Sith, Schusterman, Sacco. Welcome back. Yay! I love Bat Sith. I love it, love it. Everybody loves CO Savvy. Welcome. You need to put your own name in there this time because you have been dealing with a lot of stuff, and we are super, super glad you're back because we missed you, and this is not the same without you. So I'm very glad that you are back. All right, everybody, happy to see CO Savvy. Mary's here. Hey, Mary, nice to see you.
Hey, Mary.
Just got home in time. I may not be writing today. We'll definitely be doing some cleaning and organizing. Also going to be working from home. Savvy, Weirdo Queen. Laurel said she thought it was a great idea to do yoga the same day as my second shot, nearly blacked out.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
I think I'm just going to lie out by the pool and eat bonbons. I think that's going to be my plan for the day. We'll see how that goes.
Excellent.
Georgie's here. Hello, Georgie. We're super, super glad to see you. Everybody's happy to see Georgie. Yay. All right. Well, speaking of stuff okay, so I have a big thing today that I want to talk about today, but we'll talk about it after we do our 5-minute warm-up. So then we should get right to that. I know it's kind of exciting, but it's really good for every writer or artist that files a Schedule C. Want to know what it is? I can't wait. I'm going to tell you guys, but I'll tell you. That's my 15 years in television right there. I'll tell you right after the break. So what we're going to do is do our 5-minute warm-up. You definitely want to stay tuned for the exciting news that I'm going to tell you. It's going to be kind of cool. You guys probably already know. I'm probably the last person to know. I'm acting like it's this big deal, and it's not. All right. So here is our 5-minute warm-up sprint. Oh, there it's just going to start without me.
There it goes.
Yeah. Let's chat. Ready? Okay, everybody. Let's get ready for our big 5-minute warm-up sprint. We're going to stretch our little fingers, open up our documents. We'll talk about what we're working on when we get back and the pretty exciting thing that I found out the other day that you guys may already know, but it was brand new info to me. So, all right, here we go. 5-minute warm-up sprint coming now. All right. We are back. Let me remove everybody. All right. Here we go. I hope I'm excited. Does anybody have a guess about what I was going to talk about?
Nope.
No? Okay, so here's the deal. So as you may or may not know, if you're based in the US and you own a small business, you qualify for the PPP loan, which is like basically like a refundable loan as long as you spend it on salary or, whatever. There are specific things you have to spend it on. Did you guys know that sole proprietors, i.e. writers, are eligible? Well, I can see by your faces that you didn't know that. Yeah. So,
Did not.
They changed. I don't think it was that way before, although I could be mistaken. However, in the most recent bill, the one that was signed in December, yeah, you're eligible if you're a writer, and you don't even have to be like that sort of formalized. It's kind of a cool thing. Wow. And the salary that you have to pay is your own. So I could do that. So so I found it really fascinating. You guys should definitely look it up. The deadline, I think, is the 31st of May. But what they do is they essentially look at either what your gross or your net was last year or this year on your Schedule C, which you would be filing if you're a sole proprietor, even if it's not formalized and you don't have a tax ID yet. The government, right? So as long as you're filing a Schedule C, you're set. And there are a couple other rules, like you have to have already kind of been doing your business from before February 2020. So you can't have started something after the pandemic, but as long as you were doing your thing before that, you don't have to have a business account. You just have to file the Schedule C. It started before 2020, and they take your loan amount is, I think, up to 2.5 months of what your income is. And with sole proprietors, it's mostly pass through, right? You get you get money, and it goes into your bank account, and you spend it on groceries. So anyway.
Wow.
I know.
That is very cool.
It is very cool. It is very cool.
Stay in an open tab on my screen.
Yeah. Oh, right. I know. It's really it's fascinating, and I applied for it because I thought it's free money. Why wouldn't you? And as long as you're spending it on the things, namely salary, and then you can spend the other 40% on things you need in your business that you would do anyway. You do not have to have shown any kind of a loss or. So, wow. And you could either use your 2019 Schedule C or 2020 Schedule C.
Interesting.
That is very cool.
It is. Find out about it, because if anybody needs more money, it's writers. So, right? So, look, I'll put a link to the thing. There are some challenges I think small businesses had in the beginning was like trying to go through their own lenders. But with this last bill, they opened it up to places like they're processing loans through like Square, through PayPal, so like all the places where small businesses are already up. Yeah, see, Sako's making that face.
Yeah. Because I've been doing this since 1998.
Well, then you're covered because you're good. Yeah.
I've been doing it even before 1920. At least it seems that way.
I
Since
knew you were
that
immortal.
pandemic.
I know. I knew you were immortal. So CO Savvy says, so cool. Writers can always use more money. Yes. Yes, that is true. Michael has his seatbelt fastened. Is it exciting as you thought? Free money? Woo! Yes, it's not like it was before. It's definitely different. I will see if there are a couple of articles that I sent, and I'll send like the link to PayPal, so you can like where their registration is, if that's I mean, they're all, but there are like a million places you can do it. But I think like places for, and that was the one that I used. Basically, because it was easy, it took like 5 minutes. It was really like documents you already have, like your driver's license, and you have to show that your bank account is actually yours, so that a stranger can't take your money, and you have to send in a copy of your Schedule C. And some proof that, like, if you have some 1099 forms, that's great, although you don't have to have that. And then, like, some proof that you were in operation before February 2020. But it doesn't have to be, like, formal proof. You could have registered, some, like, paper proof. But it doesn't have to, you don't have to have, like, a business license. There are other things that you can use to show that you've been earning money.
Contracts that I've had with clients and stuff like that, right?
Or just a 1099 from last year or 2019.
I haven't made enough money in Virginia to pay taxes on it. So I am thinking of what kind of content I could submit. That would be proof of my business.
Yeah.
As long as you showed some kind of expenditure or even a few dollars coming in, which is what I've always told people. If you don't have anything else, start an Etsy account. I mean, you make a paycheck for $5, you can write off a ton of expenses because you're showing some kind of a legitimate business that can be used as a loss. And you can use that loss for several years running and get some kind of refund back on that.
Savvy is excited that we do, in fact, now have information that you are a time-traveling immortal. I think right here, everybody, you saw it right today. Look who's here. Jeannie Marcella is here. So, I'm excited to find that out. I was surprised because I had not heard about it, but I read, like all writers, I researched the heck out of it after you know how I saw it was like an ad that came up, and I was like, what? That can't be. And it was like, did you know writers can get the PPP? And I was like, wait a minute. And I just sat there on Sunday morning, like, you know, doing a ton of research, and yeah, sure enough, which is I bet everybody's going to be doing in our 20-minute sprint today. So I know you guys are like, how do I get my hands on that free money? So let's go around and talk about what we're looking at, what we're going to do today in the sprint besides research PPP loans for sole proprietors, and see what we're going to work on, like in our creative stuff. So Robert, what will you be working on today, darling?
I will be working on my craft book, which is moving along quite well.
Hey,
I did like 3,000 words, actually a little over 3,000 words yesterday, and that was the most I've written in one day in months.
Wow, that's fantastic.
That is starting to build steam.
I'm so proud of you.
Awesome.
Do you feel like you're like finally back on like an upward trajectory?
Yeah, it was slow moving, but there was consistency, and the consistency is starting to build speed, which is nice.
That is definitely the key to getting back to it. I have not had a 3,000, I have not had 3,000 word day in, I can't remember how long. It's been a long time, which I used to do consistently every single day. And, but I do notice like I'm writing at least 5 days a week, and I try and hit 6 or 7. And every day my numbers go up. So I'm like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Laura?
Well, I did like, I think it was somewhere between 18 and 20,000 words drafting the novella, and I'm about 10K words into this book. So it's pretty darn good for this year compared to last year's big halt.
I am really proud of you. I think that's super awesome. Look who popped in to see us. Hello, doll.
Hi.
Super glad to see you today. All right, so you are working on the craft book today. We're going to quickly go around and talk about what we're working on today. We're going to take a couple of awesome comments. And I think Laurel had a really good question, and I want to get to that before we go to the 20. Sako, what are you working on today?
I think I'm going to be working on my camp project.
Oh, good.
I technically won camp, but everything else that I write this month is just pure gravy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Very cool. Camp plus gravy. Awesome.
Yeah.
Michelle, what are you working on?
I'm also working on my camp book. I had a goal to write 2,000 words today, and I did 1,000 before the stream started. So I'm gonna try to get through that, and then I'm actually doing a presentation at the Texas Library Association convention tomorrow, like a virtual presentation.
Yeah.
So I have to actually like make a presentation. So that's the other goal for today.
Oh my gosh. You know how much I love you? I feel like we're like sisters. Because that's exactly how I would be prepping.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But you've already done this like approximately 1 billion times, right?
I have, and it's a really short presentation.
Yeah.
Like,
So, you know.
it'll be easy.
Yeah. I know. I always say things like that, and I feel like I should walk it back. Like, okay, just so you know, the first 30 presentations I spent days on, and now I've said the same things for a long time, or combinations of the same things. So I feel like that. All right.
Yeah.
Doll, darling, we're very happy to see you today. What will you be working on today?
I am going to be continuing with the proofreading of a translated book.
Woo!
Awesome. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's taking me a very long time, but slowly but surely. I mean, I'm taking care that no comma escapes me, you know.
That's awesome. Well, I think they're in very good hands, Doll.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be I'm continuing to work on my little rom-com that I'm working on. I'm very excited. I think I told you guys last week that we had, that my agent had sent in for, Penguin to try and get my rights back on a couple of my books. And it turns out that they had actually given me my rights back on those 2 books from my last request like 6 months ago, but they forgot to mention it. So, so I was like, oh, well, thanks for letting me know that I've had rights to that. But it still took them freaking forever. Like it's been over 6 months, and I technically got the rights back in January, but I didn't find out about it until like a week ago. So,
man.
Yeah. All right. So I have a question. Oh my gosh, you guys, hold on. We got a lot of like really good questions. I want to. Okay. CO Savvy says, I'm actually shocked Lisa didn't spill the beans before the break. Way to exercise self-control. I've been doing that for a lot. Like, okay, in that only in that singular context, I've been doing that. Too much time on TV. But thank you, Savvy. I appreciate it. Okay, hold on here. There was a great question from Laurel. Since we're talking business stuff, I'm curious about how other people structure their writing creative businesses. DBA, which is doing business as S Corp. I was not at all a business major, and I'm almost lost. I'm a sole proprietor. When I have people work for me, I pay them as contractors with a 1099, and it keeps my taxes reasonably simple. So, and I've been doing that for a long time. If you were going to have like an S corporation is like can sort of protect you if you're bringing in more money. It's maybe something you want to do, but it's also a couple $1,000s to set up in the U.S. unless you can do all that stuff for yourself. Usually you can't. And so for me, sole proprietor is the way to go. Robert, how about you?
Yeah, it's always been sole proprietor. Same thing. If I had employees, I paid them, did the same thing, claimed it on my taxes, and just worked it from there.
Okay, cool. Sako, how about you? So sole proprietor then.
Yeah, I guess sole proprietor.
Okay.
I've considered doing the LLC thing, but I'm like for Psycho Sako Studios.
Right.
But I haven't earned enough in a year to warrant paying taxes on it. And so I haven't had like super call for it just yet.
Well, and sole proprietor is good because you can, any losses you take as a, like I did like a whole tax video about this because I am a super nerd about taxes. And any money that you lose as a sole proprietor, so say you didn't make very much money, but you had a bunch of expenses, right? You have to buy equipment, supplies, home office deduction, all that other stuff. Sure. You can take that against, like if you have a day job. So there you go. Or if you have a partner with a day job.
Which I do.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
get on that. All right. Hello, Michelle. How do you structure?
Right now, sole proprietor, but I do think I'm going to be doing the LLC thing this year. I need to figure out more about like just anything I can do to pay less taxes, because good God, what I paid for 2020 was
Oh
like,
dear.
ugh.
Yeah.
And I mean, I keep track of everything. Like I write everything off, everything I can. I save my receipts. It's just like being 100% freelance. Good Lord.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I've thought
brutal.
about the LLC for the future in terms of getting things rolling along and doing things a little bit differently, but
Yeah.
we'll see how it breaks
Yeah.
down in the end.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, doll? Oh, different. Not U.S. taxes.
I am no US and
Okay. I was being a dork. I apologize. Okay, so Bonnie says Bonnie being Bonnie sends us a little heart. Thank you. We love you. BC is a sole proprietor. This is not a surprise. Aw, thank you, Jeannie Martella. We appreciate it. Michael says hi to doll. Everybody says hi to doll. Hoo-hoo, doll. Hi, doll. CO Savvy is going to be working on her glossary today. It's helpful to have my own set of made-up fantasy words, slang. You know what? There's a thing. What is it called, Michelle? You know, like when you get your edits back and the line editor does like your, I cannot remember.
Oh, a style sheet.
Yes, the style sheet that has like how you spell like sex god or
Yes.
like your own personal way of
What an
doing your
example.
I know. I always think I should share. I have like a really funny picture of one from Single Minded, just because there was like a lot of kind of goofy expressions, and yeah, they're kind of funny to look at. But yes, a style sheet. Yes, CS Heavy. That is absolutely fantastic. I love that. Okay. BC says each state has slightly different steps that have to be taken to register as a sole proprietor, but most are transferable between states. And as far as the federal government is concerned, you like it's better if you have a tax ID number or EIN, but you are considered a sole proprietor if you are in business, whether you have an EIN or not, from a federal standpoint.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Jeannie has been in a writing spiral for months, trying to pull out of it. What's going on with you, honey? What's happening with that? I know it's tough. It's really tough. I know a lot of people have been having trouble. Jeannie, tell us what's going on. Claude says, I'll continue to brainstorm Act 2, about 30% done so far. Very nice. Fantastic. BC Brown says she had to do a lot of research, ask a lot of questions in 2007 when she started her writing business as a writer. There we go. Nicole's got a follow-up questions. When in your career should you officially start your own business? The second you make your first dollar.
Yeah.
Or actually, the second you start getting ready to make your first dollar, because you can actually, on your federal taxes, claim, as Robert said, losses as long as you are legitimately pursuing starting a business. You know, the one of the things I said in my tax video is that the IRS does not expect a pizza parlor to be making a profit on day one. They know you have to get a space, and that you have to buy equipment, and you have to get the tomatoes before you actually are going to start bringing cash in. And so they give you a little time.
You need a new computer, equipment for your YouTube channel, movies you see, everything that contributes to your inspiration and your creativity. Once you make that first dollar, becomes a loss on the following year's taxes. So you can get money back on all that stuff.
Yeah. Carol coming in with the tech for us. Thank you very much. You only need an LLC if you have people working for you and you pay them. Sole proprietor is the way to go for independent.
I actually do want to hire people.
Yeah. Well, that's great. That's fantastic.
For my studio. So I have friends that I really want to work for me.
Okay. Well, you can still hire people as a sole proprietor, right? You can pay them as contractors. As contractors with a 1099, which is probably the same way you get paid when you are doing design work for people.
Yeah.
Okay. Laurel sees a puppy. I'm going to guess that's for Michelle because my puppy is not in here. Yes. And Camille posted her experience on getting or getting rid of an LLC. I know it costs some cash.
She did a video about why she went into it and why she got out of it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, Carol says either that or when you have 5K in assets. Yes. See, Carol, we miss you today. We miss you every day you're not here, but always coming. Yes.
Yeah, the 5K.
Yes, they are.
The 5K in assets is definitely at least 5K in my bank account,
right,
as it were.
Right.
Like that's what's necessary to pay taxes.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
And it might be good if you're going to have people working in your studio to even get by for that first year or so to make sure it's going to perpetuate. Because if you lay that money out for an LLC or whatever you have to do, and then things don't
work out.
Yeah, it's not cohesive right away. Then you're not out of pocket for all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about making sure it's going to have solidity before you actually start laying out too much.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So we have some really good comments this time. M.M. Ward, I had more expenses than earnings this year, but I also donated work. I don't know how to claim those, but I probably won't. Schedule C. Go right now and go get I just did a tax video on this. You do not have to, you can claim all those expenses even if they're more than your earnings. So you can, you just hold them over for the next year, unless you are like filing a joint return with a spouse, and then you can take that loss against their income. So yeah, magical. All right. Tax number takes 5 seconds. You can just get an EIN and you can actually use it for last year's taxes. You just go right to the IRS website. It's free. It takes minutes. Do not pay anybody to do that.
So I'm wondering, because my husband technically claims me at this point. Do I just give my expenses to him under my sole proprietorship?
No. So you guys probably file a joint return, right? Okay. So he's not technically claiming you because they don't let the tax law change. You don't really have dependents, but you're getting for both of you at the same time. But so what happens is all your money, all your income goes into a pile and all your losses go into a pile, even though you have separate businesses. So he has a day job, like a regular W-2
He works
job.
for the state.
Okay. So his goes into income that your family earns, and then your losses come off of your business losses, but your losses go against what he earned on a joint tax return.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. Bonnie, do you manage social media income? Yes. I think my technical, when it asks you like, what does your business do? I say author marketing, which covers all variety of sins, all manner of sins in that one big basket.
Yeah.
All right. And that includes like YouTube income, YouTube expenses, anything I do related to my books, any people I hire, and like all in one thing. And you can have multiple businesses, but good God, just make your life easier if you can put it all in one thing. If I could do like author marketing and pizza, I would do that, because to do 2 different businesses is just like, double the work. So if you don't have to, then don't. Okay, you guys. BC Brown, my new computer this year will be taken as a loss on my next year's taxes. Did that? Yep. New webcam, mic, my phone. Yes. All that. Listen to BC, everybody. She knows what she's doing. Yes, I'm putting my accountant hat on. Okay. I'm a super nerd, and I'm also a writer. So let's do some writing spreads, shall we? I know. Here we go. All right. We've lost Doll. Does anybody want to do the big take us out, pep us up for the whole? Michelle's like sewing her lips together. All right. It's really sad because, like we have Caro, and then Doll's really good at it. So, all right. Anybody else dying to do it? I'll do it. I'll do it. All right, everybody. I'll do it. All right. Here we go. We've been talking about all the money you're going to make as an author. but we do it for the love, don't we? And some money, but we do it
Yes.
for the love. All right, so let's take our deep breath, make sure we get a nice big drink of water, keep our brains hydrated, and get ready to work on these amazing projects that we're going to be working on today. All right, everybody, we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Okay. Good job, everybody. Very nice. Let me get this timer to stop here. It's going to keep going without me. All right. Very nice. So, good. How'd everybody do?
I don't know if sole proprietorship is an option in Virginia.
It's a federal thing. I don't know if, I don't know how your state, I don't know how your state works.
I don't know how my state works either.
But your, they have to have something that's closed.
Yeah. So far on tax.gov for Virginia, it's not giving me anything. So
sole proprietor is a federal designation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all you need. You actually don't need your state taxes to apply for the PPP loan if that's what you're going to do. And I don't know how Virginia works, but they have actually. I do know how Virginia works. It's been a long time, but I actually lived in Virginia. It's been a million years ago.
Yeah.
But I was but I had a little side gig at the time. I had a regular job. I worked in advertising, but I also had like a side gig also doing writing. So I don't remember. It's been ages, but if I can go dig up my tax return, I'll tell you what I filed at.
It should be the same on a federal level, I would think.
Yeah.
The only difference from a state level is some states are much better for people starting out small businesses. New York, for example, with all of their problems, does have a pretty good tax break if you start a small business. Not to say they're going to make it easy for you to survive, but they actually will give people decent tax breaks who are just starting out. So that's the only state level thing that I can think of is how well your state might support you on your state tax.
Yeah.
This is so interesting. I'll be catching up the parts that I missed because no, really. I mean, I'm not in the States, so none of this information will apply. But still, I just want to know because if I ever end up working with people in the States, and just to have an idea of how it would be. And I know it's going to be different between states. At least I know that. So it's a start. This is very interesting.
I'm so glad. All right, well, so Emma Moore went off on a tangent about all the stuff they tax in Colorado, which is true. Ooh. Interestingly enough, my aunts who are the they're both retired now, but accountant and financial planner, they actually both live in Colorado. So they used to live in Denver, and now they live what is it that's way out? It's like on the other side of the state from Denver and Lakewood and all the other, anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so how did everybody do? What is it? Grand Junction. Grand Junction. No, Boulder is still pretty, that's only an hour away from Denver. No, it's really on the other side of the state. Okay. Michelle, how'd you do?
Good, about.
Oh, that's good. Okay, fantastic. Absolutely great. How about you, Doll?
I was fighting the gremlins and fighting some trolls, and trolls and ableism. It's a thing. Woo!
It is a thing. It is a thing.
It's a thing. I wanna say this for people who are new writers or people who might have some self-doubt, and at some point in their moment of self-doubt, they leave a comment somewhere. Guys, someone at some point, 10 months later, a year later, 2 years later, is going to come and troll you for whatever moment of self-doubt you might have, and they are going to tell you that your writing is poor quality and blah, blah, blah. I don't know how they know. I mean, they have remote viewing. They are clairvoyants. I don't know. I mean, but don't listen to them. Just laugh because I'm having a blast with the trolls today. It's so funny to see how they project their shit on you. To see how they feel better, to see if they can make it through the day. I'm like, wow, that's remarkable.
Yeah.
No, but I mean it. I'm laughing my off because it's just hilarious.
That's just it. You have to reverse engineer negative comments and realize that the people that are making them probably feel the same way about themselves on some level.
Right.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they have to point their fingers at you,
Mhm.
and
Right.
they have to come off as enlightened and super knowledgeable and explain you all the things that you don't know about. And I'm like, okay, buddy, okay, and tell you that you don't care about craft, and this is why no agent is gonna pick you. I'm like, oh, okay, honey, yeah, you're so enlightened. It's just delightful. It's delightful. Like people who are new, who are starting out and pursuing traditional publishing, this is bound to happen because it's the internet, and you just have to really laugh it off and have a blast with it.
That's true. If Carol were with us on screen today, she would say that that like putting your stuff on somebody else, it's called projecting.
It's called project.
It's called projecting, and that's what. And Robert, you have exactly hit it. As far as like that's generally like where they're coming from. They're just projecting all of their insecurities on you. So,
Yeah.
Doll, I think you have the right attitude. I think that's fantastic. Oh, look who showed up today. Hello, Eva.
Hey, Eva.
I'm so glad to see you here. So glad Audra's here. Dog is the vet. The first time I've dropped her off and left her somewhere. Oh, that's hard.
Hi,
It's
Audra.
like taking your kids to daycare, right? I mean, it's just like, my baby puppy. All right. Eva says nice things about Michelle. Loving your content. Just finished your latest video. Thank you. I'm a fast writer. Have felt defeated when confronted with the fast is bad folks. You know what? Fast is how writers eat. I wish I were faster. I certainly have had that though, right? Like you, at the beginning of your career, you think, like we're all sort of conditioned to believe that. But then I know so many really talented authors who are super, super fast, and they just, that's just what they do. They want to eat, they want to have money in the bank, and they produce. And I got to respect that. And now my, goal is to like be faster, and still keep the quality up there. So, all right.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you do anything
Those
wrong,
videos are always good. Say it again, Robert.
Oh, I was saying, if you do anything long enough, you get to the point where you have all this stuff in your head, and if you can get out of your own way and get it down quickly, you still bypass it all. It'll feel like you're doing something wrong, but nobody will be able to tell the difference in your work because that's just you.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is, don't we all write faster when we're in that flow state anyway, right? Think about like when you get up in the middle of the night and you have some idea and you're like, I just got to get this on paper, and you just go, and you've got 2,000 words down in 30 minutes. And that stuff that just pours out of you, that stuff is always good. You almost never need to change that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we just have to get to that more often.
Yeah, I wish I could bottle that. I used to talk with my creative partners about that all the time. Those days where you were just in the zone and you could do almost anything and it would turn out to be your best work. It's like, how do we get there some days? And then other days it's just like struggling.
Yeah, absolutely the truth. Absolutely the truth. JC, hello, darling. We are super glad you made it today. My daughter and I are partially vaccinated. Yay! So JC, we are. I feel like we had some other thing that we had like a connection on, but I got my second today, so we're also vaccine twins. Yay! I'm very glad you guys are vaccinated. You will feel like emotionally, I felt so much better after that 2-week mark. Now I'm just like, okay, I'll be happy when everybody in the house. All right, Laurel wrote 185 words and then fell asleep with my hands still on the keyboard. Okay, raise your hand if you've ever done that. I totally have.
Raising hand.
Gosh. Yeah, exactly. All right, Joanne left us for a little bit. Her laptop is overheating. Hopefully we'll see her when she comes back.
I think that's what happened to my laptop. I think that's why I was like, oh no, gremlins, leave me.
Yeah.
And then there was a troll on my phone. So I have been just fighting mythical creatures this morning.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, so Carol said Michelle is very Skynet to me. It's not. I thought it might just be me. Michelle, you are a robot. That's a so Michelle has gone Dalek style. That's exactly what it sounds like. Exactly.
Like a Dalek, yeah.
Like a Dalek. No. Well, it's better. It's better if you're a Doctor Who fan. Yeah. Okay. She thought her web was going out too. All right. Okay, JC apparently got a job, right? Did you get a job? Yay! Yeah. Okay. Yay! We're super glad. All right. Just Eva, I just got J&J, so I'm just waiting to see if I caught to death and I can celebrate being back. Okay, I hope you don't. And I think that I read somewhere that it mostly happens like right away, that clot problems. So, but we're going to keep our fingers crossed that that everything goes great for you.
Yeah. So far, that's just the Johnson & Johnson, I think, that's showing up, and also the one in the UK. I can't remember the name of that one. Had similar problems, but the problems are so minute in the millions of people that are getting it that it's almost like
right, right. And we always hear like the problems.
Yes.
Right, but when you count like how many millions of people have gotten the vax. Emma Moore says, I apologize for my rant. Doing taxes always has me on the verge of wanting to give up my farm. I'm so sorry. It's so rough. The one you were trying to think of is the AstraZeneca.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was it. And sorry. Excellent. Well, that's what I thought, but I thought somebody said you got a jab. Not the job, the jab. Congratulations on the jab. Look, we're like Band-Aid sisters. Whoop. All right. Okay, so BC Brown is just telling her what she got. Yeah, it's all good. Okay. Yay. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do another 20-minute sprint because our Michelle has 1,000 words to get done today.
Yes,
and I feel like we should help her get to that. So let me get our tab open for our little thing here. Ta-da. All right, everybody. So, Doll, would you like to take us out?
Woo, yeah. Let's do this. So,
sorry. That was I shrugged my shoulders and I accidentally hit the space bar and it just went without me. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, all right, people. We are getting ready to write those beautiful words, work on that amazing story, tell the story that you feel in your heart and your soul, and put those fingers on the keyboard because that's the only way that's going to happen. So, getting ready for sprinting in 3, and don't be afraid, 2, and get on those beautiful words and sprint.
All right, here we go. Let me just stop that so we can get rolling on that. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Yay, I think we lost Doll again, and Michelle. Oh, we got Doll, but we don't have Michelle. Oh my. All right. Go. Yes? Robert, how'd you do?
A little less that time. I got 315 words.
Very nice. Very, very nice work. And how about you, Sako? How'd you do?
I am researching sole proprietorship in my county, in my state, which I need licenses for both. And apparently, as a business, I don't have to file unless I make 500,000.
Wow, that's fantastic. Good. All right. So Michelle got her 2K, and she wanted us all to know that she had to run early. She said, I'm so sorry, like a dumbass. Scheduled the grocery pickup. Yeah. So apparently her groceries are there. So, okay, fantastic. Very, very nice. So how about you, Doll? How did you do?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I think I read 2 pages of the document.
Cool. All right, that's absolutely fantastic.
Not
very,
sure
very
though. Not sure because I'm in the Google Docs and I'm in the scrolling mode. So it could be 2 pages, could be 1, could be 1.5, but somewhere around there.
Could be 1,000. I got it. Hello, Tina. Tina's here. Very nice to see you. I need to go back into Scrivener to check my word count. I'm guessing I got about a page, so I'd say like 250, somewhere around there. But I also, I don't know if you guys saw, I had Horror Geek pop in. He was, I have to tell him you said hi, Sako. Yeah, he like popped in, had a seat in the chair, wandered back out again. So yeah. Right. All right, Tina, we're super glad. And I was laughing about it, but then as soon as we were coming back, then he was like, so there we go. All right, Carol has to leave us, but we are very glad. We're very glad that you came by. We're super glad about that. Goodbye. Okay, and Heather is here. She's got some soup going in the crock pot. That's pretty awesome. All right, Bonnie is removing overuse of the word product in chapter 5.
Nice.
Yeah, I really do appreciate that, like, concept, but I will always go back and I go, no, that's the best word.
One of my overused words is all. All the knowledge, all the time, all the words. I'm like, oh my God, it's everywhere. And the more I hear the document reading it for me, I'm like, why is that word even there?
Fantastic.
But it's great. Look, it's great that we are able to see, like that we find them. You know, we find those words that over repeat themselves. Delete those. Delete them. Work them. Not all of them, because
that's what I miss about Edit Minion. Edit Minion would point out to me what my most used word was.
Yeah, I know. I think there's I always stumble on it. I think there's a feature on Scrivener that does that.
Oh, really?
But I always find it by accident, and then when I need it, I forget where it is. I'm like, I know it's on there. Laurel got to the gruesome and exciting part of her nightmare scene. That is awesome.
Woo!
We should try and get back to word sprints pretty fast. Nicole is making scene card templates in Scrivener. I may be backtracking to outlining again. You guys, remember how I told you about about how I really missed my little 3M sticky index cards, and I tried to use Post-it notes. They weren't working, and I really need like the tactile of a card.
Right.
Let me show you what I got. Hold on.
Oh. Oh, the tension.
I feel like I should have played elevator music.
Next time I'll do it.
Okay. Can you see this? Look, they're index cards in my color scheme, of course, and they have a little hole at the top, and they came with little rings So you can do all your scene cards and then have them all in one flip-floppy little packet together. I'm very excited. I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, I have
Pretty cool.
I have a pack of like index cards in a ring like that, which is super useful.
Yeah, I'm really just trying to figure out. I need to stop lamenting over the fact that they don't make those cards anymore, or at least not ones that went and find a solution. So
Yeah.
fingers crossed. The magical index cards with the hole is awesome. So Heather says,
Somewhere
ironically enough, I'm looking up similar info. So go ahead.
I was going to
Go
say
ahead,
somewhere I have packed away, and I don't know where it is. I had a whole bunch of tiny little binder rings, a hole punch, and getting some of those through some cards could be useful. It's something I actually didn't think about doing. I've got cards that I'm constantly flipping through when I'm drafting. So
yeah, well, that's the thing. I like the ability to spread them out and look at them and move them around.
And
But
then you can put them in order.
And then I want them in order so I can find what I need. And that's like been my challenge. So yeah, I'm excited. I will let you know. Of course, I had already purchased the ones without the holes.
Oh.
And then later it came back and was like, hey, would you like these ones with the holes? And I thought, oh, if only I'd seen those first. But I don't. So yeah. Heather was saying that she was looking up similar information. And hi, we're very nice to. It's very nice to see you.
I have many hoops to jump through if I want that loan.
I don't think it has anything to do with your state taxes, honey. You only need to turn in your.
Well, this is for my federal as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I hope not. It was really like a super easy, like 5 to 10 minute process. Okay. Hello, my partner loves to pop in during streams. Mostly they stick their head in out of frame or ask me something or blow me kisses. That's very sweet. Yes. He will often like stand in my loom large in the doorway because he's the guy. but I was surprised that he just came in, sat down.
Is your lovely supervisor?
That's right. Very
checking
good.
on. Hey, how is it going? Is the book on yet? Is it ready yet? Can I read it? Is it ready yet?
That's what my mom is like.
Hey, Horror Geek needs to respond to my
I know
to my messages
what?
From yesterday.
Well, he had his premiere today,
right?
And we were doing stuff last night, so I literally peeked, but he hasn't had time to. I know he was excited that you sent stuff. He hasn't.
I think I need to reschedule with him for a Thursday or a Friday because Tuesdays are going to be panic day before the premiere.
Yeah. Well, and he's always and he's always super prepared. Lisa, what word do you use too much in your writing? Me, the. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Ooh, look at you, girl, writing out a lot of life frustrations right now. Happy to be getting it out. Nice. 8:39. You are my hero today. That is really impressive. Great job.
That's also true.
Yeah.
When you're having a lot of emotions that you need to let out at some point. It just flows. It just let that crap out. Don't be afraid of it.
It does. It's a good thing.
Pabu.
Just as bad for me too, says Laurel. And actually, that's my bad one. Actually, let me tell you.
Actually.
All right. I feel like we should try to cram in one more sprint before we go.
Let's do a 15.
All right. Oh, if we do a 15, then I'm going to have to track down a new timer. Hold on.
Let's do a 20 then. Don't worry.
Oh, we can do it. We'll only be 2 minutes over. We'll say quick goodbyes. So, all right, let's go ahead and do a 20-minute. While I'm pulling it up, Doll, why don't you go ahead and take us out for the very last one?
Hopefully the construction noise stops while I'm taking you out so you can get relaxed with this beautiful thing that we're going to do now. Put your fingers on the keyboard. Put your mind in a flow state. You know how to get there. It's like meditation. Oh, shit, that thing in the background. I'm so sorry. Don't pay attention to outside distractions and just focus on those beautiful words that you're about to write. So we start the last sprint of this stream in 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. And 1, sprint.
All right, everybody. So let me get rid of this really fast. There we go. So I wanted to go through like a couple of the comments. JC said, did you remember to take down the sample live stream last time, that time you did the demo for me? The answer is yes. And more specifically, last night, I took it. Mike was like, why did you have like such a weird name for your live stream this week? And I was like, what do you mean? I haven't even put it up yet. And he goes, no, I've been seeing it for like all week long. And I was like, like in bed last night. So the answer is yes, I did remember, but not until last night. So if you, anyway, I don't think there was, I don't know what, like what image I used for it. I don't remember. I know we did it like right here on the air while we were going through how to use StreamYard. So speaking of StreamYard, now that you have you are all ready, right, JC? You are doing your first one?
Oh.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, Michael says JC has her first live stream coming up on May 9th.
May 9th.
What time is that? Yes, you were correct. Yes. No, right. I'm such a dork. What time, JC?
What time, JC?
What time, JC? May
Looking forward
9th.
to that stream.
Yes, definitely. All right. So I'm going to just say, let's see, Laurel JC tells us what time is. We'll go through and just let everybody tell us how they did. Laurel says she got 100 words before she fell asleep. Accidental naps keep getting her. I feel ya. MM Ward said struggling with a plot point. Do I write filler chapters to show a time jump or just have the jump? CC Brown jumped in like that and said, just go with the time jump.
Just go with the time jump, yeah.
I'm completely in agreement. There you go. Okay, fantastic. Okay, MM Ward got 324. Don't know if she's going to keep that. And May 9th from 3 to 4 p.m.
From 3 to 4.
Are you Eastern time? I can't remember. I think you are.
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
All right, everybody. I'm going to put that in the description below for anybody who did not stay till the very last second.
Another thing that you can do is, if you're not subscribed to JC's channel, go and do so. And then when you see the live stream, you will hit set reminder, and you should be getting a notification half an hour before the stream begins.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
Yes. But try it. It seems like it's going to be a great thing. Tendo Queen says, I only got 912 that time. I got the biggest energetic block in my life out of the way. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad you were here. That's awesome.
Cool.
That's
I wish I only got 912 words.
Right.
I know, right?
I only got almost 1,000 words in a sprint. Wow.
Yeah. No, this is phenomenal. I think I got
fantastic.
I think I got 1,000 words for all of our sprints today.
Yes, I got, I think, just slightly over 1,000 for the entire time we've been streaming.
That's phenomenal, though. That is absolutely phenomenal.
I mean, if I count the captions that I wrote for a new TikTok video that I posted, I guess I did 500 words.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so JC, I cannot imagine why you're nervous. You are going to be great. But if you want to practice and guest on this stream before May 9th, let me know. Just send me a message on Insta or Facebook. Facebook, it'll take me a while to get back to you, because you guys know I'm slow on Facebook, but I'm faster on Instagram.
I think that's the day after my second shot. So Lisa, you'll have to let me know how you feel tomorrow, because
I know. So far, so good. I took some Advil like right before, because I thought and I just didn't want to be like in the stream for 2 hours and starting to feel yucky. Although it's mostly, I think people feel bad like the day after. But I will say I have a little soreness on my arm today. So
I was fine the day that I got the first one. It was the day after. And the nurse told us not to take any Tylenol or aspirin, to let the shot do its thing and let your immune system kind of engage. So I usually have reactions to everything and feel crappy after any kind of meds. So
Mm.
the next one is supposed to be a little rougher. Not looking forward, but
that's what I hear, and I
Yeah.
have it early tomorrow morning.
Fingers crossed. Oh, I will say so I looked it up on the CDC website, and they said it's okay. Like, they didn't say anything about it suppressing your immune response or anything. They
yeah,
said, like,
everybody said
literally
the same thing.
Yeah, because when my daughter got it, same thing. So I don't know. All right. Anyway, I can't. I have like a super low tolerance for pain. Okay, BC says, you are going to be great, JC. CO Savvy says, I'll definitely be there for the JC Power Hour. JC loves you, doll. Thank you for the plug. Yay. JC Carpenter Eastern Time.
I believe so.
Yes, we think so. Laurel says, just avoid yoga. So you heard it here first, Robert.
Take it easy.
Take it easy with the yoga today.
Self-care.
Yeah, I've just sort of like, my plan is to write for Thursday and Friday, but I also have like not scheduled anything I can't get out of. Like, I have not scheduled any meetings. I'm just planning to take it easy. And if I feel good, then fantastic. I have 2 nice clear days to just write my heart out. And if I feel like crap, I can stay in bed. So there we go.
I asked about my daily exercise routine, actually, and I was told to let that go for like a few days.
Yeah.
And that was wise advice.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Okay, so no lightsaber fights on Vaxxers. So there you go.
No Jedi training.
That's right.
For real, no Jedi
Jedi
training.
I think I told you guys, like, I just walk on my treadmill every day, and I was like, like, after no time at all. And that surprised me because otherwise I felt pretty, like, I had a little soreness, but other than that, I felt like pretty fine. Yeah,
but I'm not any more tired than I normally am.
Right. Well, I had to like look at my clock to go like, how long have I been on the tread? Like, what time did I get on today? And it was like, nope, it's been 20 minutes. Like, because I thought, like, did I just work for 3 hours and I'm just feeling tired? No, that wasn't it. So, all right, JC has confirmed that yes, it is in fact Eastern time.
Local represent.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got it up, if you've already got it going on StreamYard, like, so if you've already got the link on your YouTube channel, then I'll pop over there and throw a link in the description as well. So, all right, you guys. No lightsaber fights. Everybody's laughing. MM Ward had to unload 50-pound feed bags today.
That sucks.
That does suck. That really sucks. All right. Well, speaking of that, let's go ahead and say our goodbyes. I know I promised to get everybody out of here in a reasonable amount of time. So let's go around. Ooh, hold on. Something just. Oh my God, you guys, this is hilarious. So me with it's because I'm a hand talker. I often will accidentally, when we're doing a live stream, bonk my very high keyboard with my elbow, which starts things I could not otherwise start in one key motion. But I just had, like, apparently just opened up iTunes and started playing a song that was very like, so, yeah. And then I'm going to have to go figure out what it was because I didn't see it pop up. I only heard it. I just had to shut out of it. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, JC says, yes, it is already up and scheduled. So we can all run right over there and hit that.
Subscribe and set reminder.
That's right, exactly. And CO Savvy says, no sleuthing or lightsaber training for Robert.
I know, that's miserable for a Sith.
It is. It definitely is. So JC says, I mean, Lisa, we could just go until the top of the next hour. No, Lisa needs to eat. All right. You guys are so awesome today. I just love you to death. All right. So let's say goodbye super fast. Doll, why don't you go first?
Thank you so much for having me today, even though I had to fight gremlins and trolls and other magical creatures that are not so magical and not so pretty. But anyway, I had a blast today. Thank you so much. I'm Dal. I am a partially blind author, also known as the Ace from Space. I write primarily sci-fi, but also short stories in multiple genres, a little bit of poetry. I will be streaming again sometime in May. I'm not doing camp, so that's why I'm not streaming. I feel like a hypocrite if I start streaming for camp and I'm not even doing that. Feels weird to me, so that's why I'm not. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
No, Lisa, no. Lisa, no. You stream all the time. I don't. So that's what I mean. That you have like it's like a forever and ever Wednesday thing that you do. Camp, no camp, whatever. I am still figuring out my schedule. Sorry.
Okay.
I need to, I'm so sorry. Oh no. Okay.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay. So yeah, it's just I don't want to get in the camp train. That's what I don't want to do.
Right. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Anyway, so I will be back with regular YouTube content soon-ish, because right now I'm working on other projects. But thank you.
Yay! Thank you so much for being here, Sakatumi.
Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voight. I write horror, which I did a little bit today. I am a witch, which I did a little bit today, and a graphic designer, which I did a little bit today. And sometimes I combine those things, which I totally did. So if you are looking for marketing for authors, you can find videos on the topic at my YouTube channel. And it's stuff like how to write a blurb and how to take a selfie and how to make a media kit and how to brand yourself and stuff like that. So yeah. Check out my channel.
Awesome. I'll tell you how to take a selfie. You post your camera on the top of a building, and then so yeah. Otherwise, okay. Anyway, so Robert, tell us about you and your fabulous channel.
I am the story detective. I take all craft, break it down in my eternal vampire wisdom. I've been working on since 1920. Scrutinize it under a Sherlockian microscope and give viewers that breadth of information. Also, hold on. I am part-time Batsith. Own your own lightsaber. This is actually one that's done from a video game character called The Fallen Order. And you can see it's kind of got this jagged, semi-broken end because this was supposedly a staff that the character had that broke, and he had to go through many travails of having this half of his staff kind of lightsaber thing.
That's awesome.
But on Grievous Layer Lightsabers, which is going to be my second channel, we sell a plethora of lightsabers. I have almost as many lightsabers as I do craft points. So check that out.
Nice.
That is awesome. I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to try today. I'm a traditionally published author. You guys know why you're here. We love you. I'm sorry. I have to we know how we were talking earlier about often used words. So Michael had made a joke earlier about how I say something and Robert says no. When Robert takes pictures, he says no. Cracking me up today. Oh my gosh. Constance, thanks. God, we're so glad that you came back. Thanks so much. Awesome. Very nice. Definitely go subscribe to JC. Yay. Nobody in particular. Amy says, see you, Swear. Yay.
You'll also get to see Amy's brilliant work because she put together that website.
And it looks fantastic.
Yes,
it does look fantastic. I'm very excited. We have just started. Now, I'm, of course, dragging my feet because I have a ton on my plate right now. But we are slowly and surely making our ways to remake my website. So I'll be very excited when we are ready to launch that. It'll be a
Cool.
while, but I'll let you know.
All
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm Lisa Daly, but you already know that. Half of you are already gone because we have gone way, way over now. But thank you for the 12 of you who are still here. We love you. We will see you guys next week. Bye-bye, Georgie.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.